And
What friction?
oh, buddy, there will be friction at some point. It will come. Like, half of yous are gonna go, yeah, we should do it this way. Half of yous are gonna go, we should do it the other way. And I'm gonna go to the toilet with my headset, come back 20 minutes later, and we'll still not be any further for it. The difference is someone will be sitting there clicking at the initiative button on their sheet the entire time, waiting for me to say roll initiative.
I want to make a joke about friction coming.
I bet you do.
It's right there.
But speaking of friction and what is to come, well, you're in Chult, ladies and gentlemen. And Chult is a beautiful and wonderful place that is quite warm and quite humid. And yous have been sent here by a woman to find the soulmonger, to stop a curse. She's given you all that information. Yous came to a place called Port Nyanzaru after doing a little bit of shopping in Baldur's Gate, city after my own heart. And in there, yous found a guide. And you've bought a book. And the book has been deemed useful, and I don't have it on me, so I'll need to grab it in a moment. The guide, however, has caused some friction, with half the party not particularly liking her, despite the fact that one third of that group, one third of that party was like, yeah, sure. So that's between yous to sort out. I always enjoy friction. But he's had a little camp out in the woods that night. We found out that Aziri, the woods, jungle, had a camp out in the jungle. Found out that Aziri is not a fan of the snake lady. Can't imagine why. She's a charm. That was the weirdest night for everybody. First night in the wilderness, the wild, the jungle, where a random stranger that Icarith had only met once kind of just showed up and started talking to him. Icarith tried to wake the entire party up, and everybody, without muttering a single word, essentially told him to fuck off. The next rest was Amber and her gimp. We'll call you. Sorry, Pepsi, you wear a gimp mask. I'm sorry, buddy. She was extremely into her book. Brutus, however, managed to get called away by a drow off in the woods, and was more than happy to just give away the privileged information that he had.
I mean, none of the information I gave was really useful.
Everything's useful in these streets, these dark, grim streets, for a hardened detective such as Nyota Challenge.
Yeah, well, if he becomes a problem, I'll just shoot him.
The third rest was taken by... I think it was taken by Quinn.
And me.
And Aziri, yeah.
Yeah.
Pearl and Aziri, and they had
Wink and the dumb one.
They had a little talk with each other. I'm not entirely sure what it was about, but they seem to be getting along, and that's all that really matters right now. The final watch was taken by your Yuan T guide and the dumb one, the one that doesn't talk. I didn't mean dumb in the insulting sense. I meant dumb as in he can't talk. There's a difference, you dummy. But she sat there talking to herself, and then started talking to a parrot. And that made Angel there nervous. He sweat nervously. But the morning came, the dawn broke, and you started to get an early start. On that early start,
I've got written in my notes. Itchy's eyes are black.
Yes, totally forgot about that part. His eyes are pure black happened at the end of his conversation with the man known as Dallin. I forgot about that part. Did I even notate that down? Let's find out. Did I write that part down? I did actually, yeah. Vox, dark eyes. That... God, I'm a fucking...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
His eyes go dark. There we go. But he's headed out into the world. And as you were making your check, you may have stumbled upon something. As your Yuan-Ti guide tells you that there may be 6 less people in Chult very soon. And with that, we pick up where we left off. But wait, I must make a pause. I know, right? How dare I? I want to check, because I checked it with Ruby last night, we want to be sure we were moving to this tile here, right? That I'm picking? Or were we moving dead south?
I wasn't there, so I can't give my say of this.
I didn't see the ping.
Oh, god damn it.
Are we moving left or right?
Gark pinged it, yeah, right
there.
here. This is where we were moving? Was it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Looks good.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
So,
think
Looks good as any tile.
remember saying head to the river type thing.
yeah. So I will say, just for future, if we're ending a session where we're moving, I'm gonna mark the tile that we're moving to, just to avoid any confusion. I'm tracking so much, I might as well accurately track where the fuck we're going. So yeah. With that, I'll put those
Just out of curiosity, is Quinn not going to be here, or?
pretty much. So I'm gonna have to run that sheet. Oh boy.
Okay.
So as we're doing that, I'm gonna quickly just use D&D Beyond on my phone. I think I don't have that module on. Of course I don't. God forbid I do the smart thing once in a while.
That would be a first.
So let me grab the sheet. I'll move it over. So, constantly on my left, you guys, when last you were here, heard a beating, a banging, a growling, a snarling, something to cause concern. You were told that there may be some issues afront. These are in the thick of this jungle. You can
Into the thick of it.
hear some running water from a river close by that you know is there. You can't see what's making this noise just yet. But
Does the
you're...
banging sound
Yeah.
artificial, like metal or something like that?
Does it sound like a creature?
It sounds like a drum.
Is
But
it a single drum? Sorry.
it's a, yeah, singular drum, but beaten quite fast. Definitely rhythmically. Like a dun 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 dun.
Does it sound like a wood or a tan drum?
I love giving this man headaches. It's funny.
Just watch me take psychic damage. Neither.
Can you... Sorry, just out of game. Can you even fathom how I feel in a game where they run a business with Fox in it?
I'm starting to feel it, yeah.
He comes up with the most outrageous things. You ask, yeah, what's the price of glass per milligram or shit like that? I'm like, I don't fucking know. How long does it take to glass blow
that
a
is not what I
champagne
asked.
glass? Like, I don't fucking...
So there's a person who in the game they DM'd stopped the game so they could go and check out Morse code, so we could put Morse code into the game.
Did I do that?
I love
When did I
friendly
do
fire.
that?
It's amazing.
In Call of the Deep.
Oh, right.
What was the Morse code out of curiosity?
Only he knows because he's the only one who bothered to look it up.
The
Do that.
I
It took
think
20
the
minutes
more-
to look up and translate what you wanted.
It took you 20 minutes. Casual.
Look, everyone makes mistakes.
That's how most of us ended up here.
It's
I was on purpose, thank you very much. And I was a mistake later on.
Do you mean here in the session or here in Chult?
yeah. Alive.
Alive.
Here in the meta space.
I don't participate with these things.
Another fan of meta.
It doesn't sound like a skin drum, and it doesn't sound like a it's very bass. It doesn't like have that echoing boom. It's more like just dun 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 dun.
Like it's beating on a piece of wood.
Like something is beating something.
What direction is it coming from?
Sounds like home.
It's coming from in front of you, as I say, about maybe 40 or so feet, but the thick of this jungle does make it a bit hard to see what's going on without moving closer.
Oh, hold on. I have an idea for this. I can smart this.
You can smart that, be a fucking first.
It's a dinosaur rock band.
It's T-Rex.
You know what? I'll help Amber smart it.
help. Oh, guidance. Amazing.
Oh. Okay, well.
Every little helps, Vox. Every little helps.
Could I try to sneak closer?
Yeah, you could try to sneak closer with your one on guidance and your stealth check.
Want me to roll stealth?
Please and thank you. 19. Nice. Do you know what would always help me as well? I just go to D&D Beyond real quick. Listening? On you go, yeah?
Azuri will creep up next to Brutus and just watch Amber start to creep off and go, I thought you were supposed to be guarding him. You're not going with her.
She didn't tell me to.
Oh my god, he's learning.
I'm not supposed to talk. And I'm supposed to do what I'm told.
And if she dies because you're not there, how's she going to pay you?
I mean, I have the rest of this job, don't I?
Also, he might get her killed otherwise if he's not as good as sneaking around as she is.
So, as you are sneaking through, you see this clearing. There's many trees still, but quite an awful lot have been collapsed and fell. Fell as in cut down, not fell as in they've collapsed. But regardless, as you can see, the treetops seem to be rustling. It's raining leaves down on the floor, and you hear that. Hoo, 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 hoo. And as you look up, directly above you, some 30 foot, is Gark in the Mornings.
Oh, fuck that thing again.
That thing again? Did I already show you this?
No.
Haven't we fought something like this before in Avernus?
No?
No,
No.
it was a
Yeah?
battle
Ah,
thing.
I'm thinking of a different game then, not bad.
As a mage metagamers.
Ruby, I'm gonna give you exactly IRL 6 seconds to do something.
I turn around and like sneak back. As quietly as I can.
It sees you. You already You already failed your stealth check.
Oh,
Sorry, I don't think I made
then
that
I'm-
clear enough.
No, you didn't.
Sorry.
This is such a cartoon moment. Just slowly turn around and hope they don't see you.
Just slowly close the door.
It doesn't look like it's a humanoid.
Really? What gave it away? Was it the forearms?
Well, I'm quickly going through what I can do. Oh, I'm gonna message Brutus. Help! Help! Help!
Brutus is gonna sigh and get his heavy crossbow and basically just not like loudly walk, but he's just straight up just walking casually towards where Amber went, just mumbling, "Should have taken me in the first place."
And then I'm gonna use. Oh wait, that's an action.
That's
so
an
I get
action.
one
I'm holding you to an action economy real quick, so you have a bonus action and you have 30 foot of movement.
Claymore will sign to Aziri real quick, if possible. Didn't she want to go alone?
She just called me.
Signing.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking.
Do you not speak? Yeah, whatever.
He's
Um,
unless Brutus has also got eyes in the back of his fucking head.
Yeah, that's why I thought. Sorry.
I want to move like to where I know Brutus is coming from, like basically 30 foot to where I was. If I don't provoke opportunity attack, I don't have the battle map currently.
Ifrit will say to Brutus, do you need help?
Remember,
Boss is calling.
I've moved you the 30 feet. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a battle map here. Brutus is walking up his entire movement, as you are seeing as Amber is moving backwards.
Alright. Can I already have action?
Yep. Is there anything anybody else wishes to do beforehand?
Sign to Aziri, we follow.
Zuri sort of
I
shrugs. We haven't heard anything different other than the booming. It hasn't made any other noise or anything like that, has it?
Not really,
Actually,
no.
Brutus just walked off.
He's just walked off muttering something, yeah.
Yeah, Claymore
Yeah, I
will
wasn't being
kind of
quiet.
just stay with the group, stay where he is.
I might want to prepare an action to Eldritch Blast anything that is obviously attacking one of the party members.
Okay. That. This here like that. Sweet. Ladies and gentlemen. Roll initiative.
Oh, I can. Oh,
I've already moved you. It's more so now that we're in going to an initiative to actually start doing things.
fair enough.
Ooh, nice.
How in the fuck is this average?
I'll show you something, and never mind.
How is this an easy encounter?
You don't like it when you hear your DM say that.
I'm concerned.
Where
I'm
is
not.
our
No,
guy?
the CR tracker is like, yeah, this is an easy encounter, and I'm looking at this thing and I'm like,
How?
are you sure? Like, I know that it's based off a CR, but like, God, are you sure?
Is our guide helping us?
I totally forgot about her. She even has her own little place in the
Huge
tracking order. There she is there.
There is the huge forehead. It takes up like half of the token.
So, now that we are all in, Vox. I'm going to keep it on the music like this just now, as we're just in an initiative order to be in an initiative order. Once things get hostile, that's when we'll change the music. So, Vox, you were holding an action in case anything goes to attack. Would you like to move or take any bonus actions?
I will go closer towards the detective. Oh. Is this thing moving at all, or is it just sitting there?
It's
Menacingly.
sitting there on the tree up top, and it definitely is looking where Amber came from. But it doesn't seem to be doing anything yet.
Then I would like to. Does it see me?
I'm saying no. You're quite small, and it's 30 foot up a tree, and there's a lot of trees. I also know that if I put walls on this map, people's computers would start dying.
Okay, then I would like to. Actually, no, I would not like to. I will just hold an action, as I said before, to Eldritch Blast if Monkey is doing monkey business with my companions.
Monkey is doing monkey business. Oh, I love to hear it. Well, we'll take a step forward, a few steps forward. And as they do, we'll
Take it back now, y'all.
We'll look around like, darling, why, I can't see a thing. And we'll give Icarus Bardic Inspiration, because he might fucking need it. So, a d6 to you when you do your thing, you know? When you do whatever this Bardic Inspiration lets you do. I think one ability roll, check or attack roll. Cool. Thought that was only Gark's, but Gark's done something different. Speaking of Gark, is this tiefling then it fires off a message to Amber and like, ooh, are things going wrong? Angel.
This feels
We'll-
homophobic.
We'll make a perception check to see what all the fuss is about.
You sure that's a good idea?
Oh no, absolutely not. But it's what he just sees people walking off.
Does he though? -7 to passive perception, does he though?
He hears twigs breaking behind him as an enemy's creeping up.
Go ahead and make a check.
Ryan, stealthy gorilla.
But yeah, I'll. It's not a smart decision, but I'll make a perception. I'll gently walk over, leisure stroll towards where they're at. Make a perception to see if I can see what the fuss is about.
I would love to be able to see your rolls. Thank you. Wow.
I think that's a new
Wow.
record.
That's a new record. Granted, he's had to add his own custom modifiers to get that, but like, damn.
Huh?
Yeah, the blight is really taking a toll.
Gark, port nine arrows back that way. You just take yourself home, get a nice hot chalky, huddle up with a space blankie.
What the fuck do you even notice with -6? He's just like, he's on a different plane of existence.
Man's just tunnel visioned.
You see a
He
tree.
sees us for a split second.
You see a tree and you're not sure it's a tree.
It's like the original
he'll just-
Civilization game. It's went so far backwards that you've actually transcended. You see the circuitry of a monitor. No idea what that is, though.
No, you just see what you see is like a computer screen with characters on it, nothing else.
Or you see what you see.
It's very meta. He'll just move 10 feet towards the ruckus. I guess just tunnel vision. For the record, Claymore was supposed to have bandages around his eyes. That's why he has such a fucking abysmal penalty.
It's eerie.
Seeing Brutus starting to walk off after Amber, but not fully understanding, Ziri's going to sort of move forwards. And then I'm in the middle of this tree area on the thing, so she's going to sort of like duck behind the tree, take the dodge action, and sort of just like look around. And what I'd like to do is, like, are there branches above me in the tree?
Yeah. There's branches above you.
How high is like the lowest branch or the lower branches?
Give it 10 foot. 10, 15, give or take.
Okay, cool. 50 feet. Okay, cool. That's it. So she's sort of like looking up the tree she's hiding behind, but also sort of like peering around it while taking dodge action because she doesn't know what's going on.
Okay.
So,
I think we have a thing. A, B, C, D, D. There we go. We've got a little thing as well for dodging, so that way I remember.
Are you talking about Dark?
Would
Little
Gark
thing
be dodging?
again.
No. We have things in the It's weird. It doesn't show on the sheet. If you go to the conditions on the sheet, it ain't there. But if you right click and go to the conditions, dodging is there. Very far right, third one down. Looks like a guy firing an elbow into someone. Speaking of elbows, Brutus. You have two.
Let me just see.
Only 2? Haha.
Let me move 15 feet forward. Like, take a knee and aim my heavy crossbow at. Well, am I able to see it? Because I know I can see the token, but I'm just making sure it's like.
I'll say it's got half cover.
Okay. Brutus is gonna like get on and aim with the heavy crossbow, and I'm gonna use the ready action to fire the heavy crossbow at it if Amber tells me to.
Oh,
Fire!
I consider it. Gorelion, now that...
Can I use my reaction to tell him to fire?
Sure. Doesn't change what I was going to do in the slightest, so sure.
Yeah, so Brutus
I mean,
can
that-
attack.
that would trigger it, so I guess I'm shooting.
And just like that. Just like that. We go into... Combatus. A 23 for 5 shall hit the Gorelion. And then...
Why does it have teeth in the middle of its mouth?
Oh, it's part gorilla.
Yeah, but like from the middle.
Is it will take the tree and slide down the 30 foot. Just straight slide. Control like a feather fall, so no fall damage. And it will just it's a very simple creature. So Gark, you can relate. Now, this is why I said, how in the fuck is this an easy fight? Amber,
Oh no.
the Gorelion will take its 5 attacks against you.
Huh?
So if I'm my next character,
So, it makes its first bite attack. That is a 16.
that hits. I don't think I have shield.
What type of wizard doesn't take shield?
The one that has mage armor.
That thing you haven't popped off this morning?
Because
So your
Oh.
AC is 11?
yeah, that one exactly.
Of which the creature almost actually does max damage. It will then claw yourself.
Pinky.
Well, the good news is that's 23 for 5. And like I said, this is a very stupid creature.
But Brutus shot at it. Why is it going for me?
You are there, you are red.
By the
Its
way,
intelligence
since,
is extremely low.
since it's attacking, my attack would go off, right?
Yep, go for it. Misses, sadly.
Figured. It was good damage too.
Speed to it, we'll go for Brutus.
At 2 Brutus.
Brutus, 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Let me just double check something real quick. Make sure I don't have anything that can, I don't know, boost myself. Nope. Alright. I'm taking the hit.
9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 17 for 10.
I'm almost dead.
And as it comes in, takes a bite out your friend, your compatriot, hits, immediately slaps her and just poof, hits the ground. She ain't getting up right now. It turns its attention to you, runs once more, just doo, doo, doo. First attack, second attack hits. The third attack as you are punch drunk, seeing stars. Maybe it's the fact that you're just waving left and right over your head, completely misses you. That as the shit starts falling from the tree. You have such little health. Your
Level 2!
Your Yuan T friend will come as close as she can. Really quick, I must grab her sheet. Okay. Nice, and I'll check her spells, really, first and foremost. Ah yes. I did not give her that spell. So, she will take her short bow. Sorry, her longbow, rather. And she will make 2 attacks against the Gorelion. A 20.
Did you include her in the CR calculator?
No, because she's a player character token, not an NPC token. So she goes in your favour rather than against your favour.
Yeah, but that might be why it's considered easy if she's more powerful.
It was considered easy before I rolled her in.
Oh, fair enough.
So, the good news is, our first attack hits, and I've got to check here, I'm pretty sure she has, yes. As she fires off her first attack, you watch as she moves her hand in with the second one, her eyes focus as the third one comes in. Oh, of course. 5. It takes 17 points of damage from the bow. And as she looks at you all, if you can move it, move it. Ruby,
I like to move it,
session 3.
like to move There you go. That's blind on purpose.
Technically just session 2.
Don't remind me.
As you lie there after this severe beating, you Not 20.
Not 20? Dad? Is that you?
I ain't your dad!
I do believe, however, the death saving throw comes at the end of your turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'll double check to be safe. I think it is.
It was in old one.
Yeah, that's why.
Might be different.
Do I get an action?
Let me check. Death saves will be in the glossary, right?
I would love if I did.
It would be beneficial
Yeah.
for obvious reasons. A, B, C, D, I. A player must make a death saving throw if they start their turn with 0 hit points. See Chapter 1, Damage and Healing. Thanks, asshole.
You're welcome.
Death, nope. Oh, death saving throw, page 28, sweet. Kip. Death saving throws. Whenever you start your turn with 0 hit points, you must make a dexterity saving throw to determine whether or not you creep closer to death or hang on. Unlike other saving throws, this one isn't tied to ability scores. Okay.
Death save should be tied to your con.
Unlike other saving throws, this one isn't tied to ability scores. A roll in Fate's hand. 10 or higher. It doesn't actually say. It just says if you start your turn, you make a death save.
Yeah, so if you start your turn and you get back up, then you still have.
Oh!
Then you still have the rest of your turn. That's how I'm interpreting it. Anybody else with the player's handbook, feel free to interpreting it back to me. But until then, Ruby.
Okay, so do I try to charm it in a way, or do I try to sustain it? I'm gonna hit it with this. It's a stupid creature, you say.
Blind, but sure. Let's see. One creature of your choice you can see within range. Sweet. It must make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Again, I said stupid. It passes. Meets it, beats it.
Anybody have like cutting words? We have a bard.
Does the bard have cutting words?
I don't think it's at this level.
Bard does not have cutting words at this moment in time.
I'm just throwing it out there. That's an action to check the guide. Don't have that prepared again, dude. It's I only have action things prepared. I'll just say a really quick prayer. Oh, and that's about all she wrote.
Vox, speaking of everything that she wrote.
So, firstly...
22 for 8 will hit.
Okay, guys, I have good news. Its AC is less than 22.
Wow.
Yeah, it's also less than 3.
But higher than 11, because you missed with that last round.
Yes. Somewhere between 11 and 22.
So there's about 11 points of disparity here.
Yeah. And I'll go
No.
this way.
Yep.
Actually, one more. Over here, maybe. Over here. And this. Yep, that's fine. And then I will also bonus action do the poison thing
Do the poison thing?
on my dagger.
Dagger of Venom, right?
Yeah.
Bonus action, coat the blade in poison. Cool. Cool. You break a little vial and his poison starts to drip down the blade in your hand.
It says magically coat. It's not with a vial, I think. It's just...
You concentrate really hard and squeeze the dagger and the blade gets a little bit green.
Thank you.
So in passing, it said there's like a hidden hilt area where the poison emerges from.
All sounds like a good euphemism.
It's like an assassin's teapot. It just starts leaking out from somewhere. You will it to be. Did it that's your turn?
No, that's my turn.
Hurrell will move a little bit closer. And oh, darling, you look so good on the floor. Blah da blah. Oh, blah da blah da da.
Average bard.
And we'll look at the monkey. And as they look at the monkey, they're like, ooh, I'll tell you a joke. The jungle, am I right? And we'll try Atasha's hideous laughter. And it will... Fuck it.
Let's go.
And it will... be Tashaed. And like that it is incapacitated. And we will move over to Claymore.
I'm assuming that right now I have a semblance of an idea that there might be a monkey in them there trees. So
Yeah.
I'll move up to my speed Are you fucking kidding me? And I'll take the dodge action, I suppose.
Okay. Anything else?
You have nothing at 10 feet range.
No. Well, I mean,
It's
I have a
paladin.
crossbow. Yeah, okay. You know what? I'll whip out the all reliable, load a bolt in it, and say
This is
some
a-
kind of prayer for an execution.
5 for 8 will miss.
What do I have disadvantage?
It's prone.
It's ranged
Oh, right.
attack. Yeah.
But I also don't have a prone condition on here, so why that's disadvantage, I can't say.
Tasha's.
Oh, I know. Tiefling counts as an enemy.
No, it's probably because of Tasha's being applied that does.
No, he didn't target the creature, that's the thing.
Oh, that's even funnier.
Maybe it's something to do with the weapon itself?
I'm not sure, but that's my turn. This is standard fuck.
So try here, is it to do with... Yeah, oh, okay, you have disadvantage on attack rolls with a heavy weapon if it's a melee weapon and your strength isn't at least 13. Yours is 14. Oh, your dex! Your dex, there it is. I passed right by. I was reading it. I'll give you it again just to be safe. 213 heavy. You have disadvantage on attack rolls with a heavy weapon if it's a melee and your strength isn't 13, or if it's ranged and your dexterity isn't at least 13.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Shit. That's fucked.
Is that honestly the case?
Yeah, you get the player's handbook, page 213.
So wait, you can attack point blank if you have the high enough stats?
No.
From here?
No, but basically that's a really, really bad thing because it fucks up using any ranged weapon for a fighter.
Yeah, because you're gonna.
It's a really, really bad.
Yeah,
Well, that's
especially because-
that's my turn.
Especially because it's heavy. Like, you know, a dexterous person is going to struggle to move a piano regardless of how dexterous they are. Azuri.
Also, it doesn't make so much sense because technically drawing a bow and also a crossbow is just strength based.
Yeah, but getting on the target is dexterity.
Yeah, sure.
Azuri, you're up.
Would I be aware that Amber's now back with in the realms of the living?
You watched Amber try. I'd say you'd heard Amber try to cast a spell, given that she the spell had a vocal component.
Okay. I still think she's still pretty freaked out by this thing. This is something weird and odd. So she starts panting, and then she just starts screaming at the top of her voice. And for those who don't see her, she's sort of surrounded in this ethereal, pale flame that comes pouring out of her skin. And you notice that there are pock marks where it comes from. So she rages. She's then going to rush up. Am I? And then she'll step up here.
I believe if you target it, you'll be given the automatic advantage. But if not, we can just do it. So be safe.
And then she'll pull out her Pop's hammer.
Oh! Is you
I
just
love how it's targeting Claymore. Holy shit, 3 6s and a 1 as well.
It's nuts. It's nuts, Tom.
Yeah.
Always.
You just pick up the hammer and play whack-a-mole like you did on the farm, but this time with a gorilla, and just smash.
I get it in its nuts.
You fucking do. You turn this thing into an auntie. And
That guy doesn't have any
then,
children.
as you do that, you watch as, like, from its laughter, it immediately stops as, like, a single tear rolls down its eye. Did anything else with your turn?
No, I'm just screaming in agony at it.
He would still be prone, no?
Still be prone. That's just automatically came off as I've removed the Tasha's thing. I was just yet to add it straight back on. So,
Yeah, fair. Sure.
Brutus, you've just watched this monkey take the world's biggest earth-shattering nut shot.
Yo, I would feel bad for you, but you just mauled my boss. Yeah, well, that's what you get for mauling a random woman. Now shut me take this out of my hand, as I'm gonna switch to my club.
Amber would still pick the bear.
In what club are you?
A gay club, clearly.
Well,
You've heard of baby,
anyways,
you've heard of baby seal clubbing. Get ready for Gorellion clubbing.
Gorillion for loving. I'm just double checking my abilities. Okay, so that's for great clubs. I have a normal club. Damn.
I mean, I think it's a pretty great club.
Yeah, that's nice.
So.
Alright. No, it is not. It is not a great club.
You have advantage on this, remember. So roll
Oh.
the 20 again.
Whoops, my bad.
Don't worry. 13 plus 4 will hit for 3. As you
Right.
club the
You
gorilla.
know what? You know what I would like to do?
Cry.
Bonus action? No. Bonus action, it's second win. I don't know why it took me so long, but anyways. 1d10 plus 3.
Just you could have just clicked the second win thing in it and rolled the number.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, well, I'll mark it off. Anyways, let me just get 12. And then, you know what? Fuck it. We ball. Action surge. Whack it again.
As you do. Sadly, you miss, sir.
Ah, shit.
You wish to do anything else with your turn?
Nope. That was my bonus action. That was my action. That was my action surge. So, no.
Okay. This creature, holding its nuts, will
That's nuts.
stand up. And, I mean, it's stupid, but, like, you know, one of you is clearly a bigger threat, right?
Yeah, the nut shot. The nut shot what bandit.
So, Azurian, I've got to remember that you essentially, at this moment in time, have over 50 points of health. Just due to your rage giving you that half damage, so I'll just quickly... Cool. So I'll describe the attack, so I'll let you know what hits, and I'll just give you the max damage, because you don't need to concentrate on anything. So, first attack upon yourself after that devastation is a bite. Well, that there is a miss. Good. It will then just start... It'll look at you. It will beat its chest. You hear that drum noise once more, and as it looks directly at you, it decides to put on its little bow tie and play the bongos. And
It
that
can
is...
beat his chest, but it can't beat it off anymore.
It's another 8. So, 17 for that. And then another 8, really? Cool. So, Tom, as it tries to bite you and then starts to punch at you, left miss, left hit, right miss, left hit, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. That's after reduction. It hit you twice for 5 each time. And missed roll.
That's not how it works. It'd be 4, because each one is halved, so it goes
4.
to...
Apologies, my math was fucked on that one there. Yep, 4. And that's all she wrote. Your UNT guide will
What the...
walk on over. And she will spit out a little hawk to this bad boy.
Oh, me next. What's up?
And it will save in the web and she will shrug and move back to let Amber do shit.
Off movement to get up.
Yep.
Action disengage.
Yep.
And then walk away 15 foot.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna tell Brutus. Oh fuck, it's been a while. Howdy, partner. Brutus, go get him! And that's all she wrote.
You could have.
Okay, you can guess 3 times what the action will be.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
A genius.
Say the line, Bart.
Say the thing, Warlock. Fox, I'm going to give you 3 guesses what I'm going to say.
Okay, wait, I have 3 guesses, right? First guess, it hits.
No.
Okay, second guess, describe how I kill it.
You have a bardic.
You have a bardic inspiration there, buddy. You have a D6. We are going to recommend you use it. It only lasts for 10 minutes.
I'll put a D6 then. Hey.
I'll give you 3 guesses what I'm going to say next.
Do you want me to describe how I kill it?
No!
Stop giving him the fucking guesses, mate.
You just miss.
Okay, so 12
So
is
between
just
12 and 22.
It's somewhat, well, no, in between 17 and 12 by now, because a 17 hit earlier. Then I don't think I have any relevant bonus actions. Let me just check. I may actually, but I'll leave that for next time. For now, I will just walk a bit closer. That is 15 foot. And that's my turn.
Pharrell will look directly at the monkey and, with all of the vernacular that the English language comes with, will look directly at it and go, "Puss yourself on!" And it will be required to make a wisdom saving throw. It will fail. It will take 4 points of psychic damage and drop dead as the vicious mockery takes hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, for the fun of everything that we will all see, I'll make sure
Vicious
this is
indeed.
correct.
Wow, we got XP.
Automatically.
Yeah, dude, automatically.
I love
Ifrit will be very nice to Mrs. Detective.
No,
and
no. Let me do it. I wanted to do it.
I want to do something, please. I was useless this combat.
Okay, go on.
No, it's okay. You can do it.
Do you want me to? Or...
No, never mind. Fuck you.
There
I'd
you
like
go.
to use healing hands on the detective.
Hey,
Oh.
both of us did.
Well, howdy,
we both-
partner.
we
Thank you
both
very
touch you.
much.
Looks like you're popular, boss.
Well, it comes with the job, you know. Sometimes you get more
That's a
attention.
lot of hands on you.
An additional 11 hit points. For anybody keeping track, Ruby is almost at 100%.
Hey, Scottish. Can I
Yeah.
see if I can recover my bolt from the Gorillion?
Well, you missed, so roll a d20.
Okay.
I believe you can use like
Well,
whatever.
no, I hit the first time.
The first? Oh yeah, you hit the first one. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, in that case, yeah. Because that's
There
half
should
of what you
also
fired.
be- There should
There's-
also be 2 bolts from the snake woman.
Those are arrows, and those differ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you also
Yeah,
I
said
don't
it was
use arrows.
the
Isn't there a
crossbow.
rule
Never mind.
for like recovering arrows?
It's half. But like half. I thought he only fired one, and because it missed, I was like, he's gonna have to search for it.
Got it.
Claymore would like to assign to Aziri harvest for food.
Ziri has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh right.
I'm gonna turn to the Yoanti. Are those gorilla things edible?
She sort of starts panting and sort of like starts shivering in pain as the flames dissipate from her, and then sort of like just goes into herself. It doesn't respond to you.
Claymore will put his hand on her and grant her back 3 hit points.
You alright there, angry lady?
I'm not.
It's sort of almost weeping. Like, you know, like soft sobbing, weeping to herself.
Brutus is gonna slowly back away.
Aren't we just a bunch of
The-
mentally ill people?
Gerelions are not what I would constitute as good eats. They are a monstrosity.
Do they have any useful bits?
The tusks are good for trophies for hunters, for sure. Potentially the claws. The pelt can make a good coat. Your friend points to Aziri. She looks a bit cold. Maybe she could use it. You look at the puzzled look on her face as she looks around in this extremely warm jungle as like some music like beads of sweat rolling down.
I'm gonna lean down. Oh,
Try and rip out his heart.
No.
You can try to take the arms and attach them to yourselves if you want some extra.
So, boss, do we want to harvest the thing? Or move on?
I guess the trophies could be nice to keep as a little keepsake.
Alright. Brutus is gonna like fling out his scimitar and start hacking at the thing for the pieces recommended.
Make
At least try to.
survival check.
Can I help?
Fine.
Yep.
Don't need to help.
Alright.
Um,
I'm listening.
no, never mind.
Would like to sign to Ziri. You okay? Better? Question mark.
She just signs back, pain, burning, blight.
Gives a nod of understanding and a rather sad look. 1 day over.
You
Xander willing.
You get some pelt. I was about to say felt. You get some pelt from this creature. It's thick hide. It's a fair bit. Really, Gark? Really? Inshallah. You get some thick hide from this creature. I wouldn't say you get enough to make a jacket, but you certainly get enough to, like, make some good hoods for some jackets. You know, it's not exactly the best pieces. It is a thick, dense creature. Its skin is a lot more leathery than an ape's. The whole time you're doing this, though, the guide is just kind of like watching off to the side with like this puzzled look, almost like studying what everybody is doing at this very moment in time. You can't.
By the way, is it?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be dark here?
It's still roughly about the same. It's not dark. It's
Well, because the map
Gray.
is dark.
Everything's grey.
everything's grey. Oh,
Dark vision.
there should have been. I apologise. You should have told me earlier.
Well, I thought
it
it
was
was
global.
normal.
Global elimination. Apologies.
Oh, and do I manage to get any like tusks or claw?
I'd say you break off about half of one of them bigger tusks. The ones that were kind of coming out of like the wisdom teeth area. I'd say you managed to get like most of the white part and a little bit of the yellow on there. Your dentistry skills need some work, Brutus.
Are these seagulls?
I didn't make the maps, Fox. I didn't make the maps.
Those look like seagulls, and I'm not sure if seagulls should be in a jungle.
I didn't make the maps, Fox.
We're pretty
They-
close
they-
to the coast, so
Yeah, they fly inland for storms, so there must be a storm off the shore.
Maybe.
Fox, I also
can
live
I-
nowhere near the sea, and like come summer, you hear the seagulls non-stop over here.
No, but just in this climate.
Detect
That's what I
seagulls.
meant. Can I
Fucking hate that.
can I hunt the birds? Try to Eldritch Blast them
My fucking
for rations?
You're gonna explode the chickens. You're gonna detonate the pigeons.
Seagulls going about its own day and just.
Can I?
Roll
You
a
can
survival
certainly
check.
try.
A survival check or just Eldritch Blast?
Survival check.
Can I
So-
give
Let's see if
myself
you
guidance?
explode the bird or not.
What is it, Fox?
Can I give myself guidance?
Sure.
Oh my.
I mean, I know what guidance has off the top of my head. You don't need to be rolling that every 5 minutes.
That is a 22.
I will say in your time hunting, as you skin this thing, it takes about an hour. In your time hunting, you get about 3 really good seagulls, each worth about a ration each. Other ones that you hit, didn't survive the initial impact, and what was left was more a puddle than a seagull by the time it hit the ground. Force damage, ladies and gentlemen. Force damage. The same thing that disintegrate does.
I'll say, well,
Chicken
we've got
ashes.
lunch for later.
Use push on through the jungle, heading deeper and deeper in.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. God damn it.
That's what all of them said.
The collective.
Yes.
You are moving on closer and closer to the river. Your guide looks up, looks around. We've been pushing for a while today. The choice is yours. We could push on some more, or we could call it a day and get an earlier start. This here would be entirely your choice.
I'm not opposed to getting an early start tomorrow.
Claymore signs afternoon right now, tomorrow dark.
Even I, as the DM, don't quite know where you're going with that one.
Did you know in sign language you can make full sentences?
I know
that is a
the
thing.
words.
There is like the and the he. That's all a thing that works in sign language.
Yeah, the thing is though, this guy wasn't born with sign language. He's fucking learning it still.
Oh, so he's not just mute, but also retarded. Got it.
In the process.
Take some practice.
But as in, right now it's still daylight. If you go tomorrow morning, it might be dark, and that's less favourable.
I assume someone translates this.
I assume so too. Yeah.
Well, he
I
was
mean, I
only
speak
talking-
and read sign language, so.
He was
You
only
write it
talking
down
to
in
us theory,
calligraphy.
right? Or just to all of us generally?
To all of you.
Okay, then Ifrat will translate it.
Yes, in
I
the
don't
morning.
trust him.
In the morning, it would be dark. Darker than what it was when we left this morning, for certain. But you could also push on further again tomorrow. It depends how late you want to wake up tomorrow, really.
Beauty sleep time.
I defer to my boss's judgment.
The boss's judgment almost got her turned into paste.
It worked out, and
I didn't get. How was I told? I don't get paid to talk or think.
Yet you do the former an excessive amount.
Brutus smash.
What are the dangers of this during the night?
Oh, now she wants to talk to me. The dangers during the night are that which they were in the day. The difference really being how quickly you can perceive them, and how stealthy they are to get on us. A panther during the day is hard to see, but a panther during the night when there is no light source is considerably harder. And if you have a light source, you have just painted a huge target on your back. There is also the river, but going down the river also has its drawbacks, such as you don't quite know where you're going until you've got there. I'm here to give you the guidance and support and give you information on anything you need. But I defer to... kind of takes a step away from Amber but closer to everybody else. Defer to your judgment.
Well, as Claymore said, let's head a little bit further still, as long as we have daylight. Is what I would suggest if everyone else agrees.
No, please, not all at once. You are absolutely deafening me.
Well, I suppose my judgment has been overruled, so...
Pearl will just like go with like the majority.
Mana.
Touch of statism.
We'll use that. We'll use the mechanics we have at hand. Literally. You wish to push on for the rest of the day, or try to push on. Raise your hand.
Raise
I
hand.
guess I'm following whatever Amber votes.
Why are you such a fucking butter, mate?
I don't get paid to think.
I just want propane and propane.
Accessories. Then.
Well, it appears we're setting up camp here if nobody's raising their hand.
I raised my hand.
I didn't hear a little thing come
There's
up.
8 then!
There's a little...
8? Oh.
Yeah, like hotel.
I figured me saying I raised my hand was enough, but alright.
No, I was actually looking for the one in game. That's why I said use the tools at hand. That's a visual thing for me.
Gark, can I make... Sorry, not Gark. Scottish, can I make a insight check on our guide, please?
Yeah. What are you trying to insight exactly on?
So I don't like her, but she fought alongside us. So I'm trying to see if she is being truthful about the dangers of moving or being in the jungle at night, type thing.
And just checking you meant to roll that blind.
Yes, I did. I don't want to know.
Cool. I'm just checking my numbers here. Nice. And she's saying this, and she looks at you as you ask the question, and she does have a bit of a sneer as she's saying it. Like she's looking at you like almost contemptuously. But as her eyes turn to other people and she's explaining these dangers, her eyes seem to like be focused on the person as she's saying it, and like she's right in there saying it, explaining the details. Anytime she turns to you and explains it, she still has that same animated vigor, but there is still just like that, like, you know, like, you think you're better than me? That type of like, look in her. But she kind of looks at everybody else. It's like, you know, nobody else has really treated her with, I'll use the word hostility, even though, you know, it's the closest thing. Nobody else has kind of treated her with any type of hostility bar yourself. So she seems more open to them and more recluse to you.
Enough. Ziri doesn't vote.
Then, it looks like we shall rest for the night. The good news here... There we go. I had to... 24 hours. Day 1. Rest 1. Cool. Day 2. The tracking of this is going to drive me insane, but by the end of it I will be a statistical genius.
You hope.
One can only pray. For
Make
it,
a god and pray.
for it, we've only recently come off a long rest. I have nothing much else to add for a long rest type. So, how about we all just go ahead, click that long rest button like we all want to do.
Can I?
Yep.
Can I do the while we're setting up? Can I try and scout the area and either find, like, what she thinks are edible fruits, or something like, would there be water to fish from, or something like that?
Yeah. Let's go survival. I'm just gonna like pop this right here because I know straight. I've got to clean my setup in certain places, man. I'll move this here. I'll move the calculator here. I'll move the lighter there. I don't need those pills right now. I'll put that in the dice tray. I'll open this up. There we go. Now I can mark off every hour that we are here. This chair is doing my fucking tits in.
Assuming we need to consume a ration,
Yep.
who has the fewest ration so that those 3 people can eat a seagull?
I mean, shouldn't we have all like popped off at least like one?
He's all would have popped one off, yeah. Because you would have eaten at the tavern in Port Nyanzaru and you would have been given food in Syndra's mansion. So you all should have at least had a minimum of 10 coming here. A minimum of 9 now that you've spent your first day in the jungle. Aziri, there's no sort of edible plants that you are finding around here, but you are close to a very small offshoot of this river. The map isn't exactly 100% accurate in that regard there. There is like a small little babbling brook-like stream there that is... It's about maybe waist high at the most. The water is partly cloudy. It's kind of hard to see what's in there, but that's because it is currently on the downstream. And it is also going downhill a little. But yeah.
Does she see any fish in the stream or anything like that? Any movement?
It's a bit hard to say with how it is. You certainly could spend an hour fishing to see if you get anything.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Well, so I'm just checking for... There we go. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, checking out this. So as you are doing a little fishing, what's everybody else doing at this moment in time?
Can I do like a basic like scavenge like for like any useful plant life, whether edible or just useful in general?
The exact same thing as Aziri, sure.
Sorry.
That's right. Roll survival check.
Hmm.
2 people are gonna have the same ideas. Don't worry. Cool. Fox, you were gonna.
Gather like dry sticks or something to be able to make a fire that would last throughout the night, or at least have enough sticks so that we could make the fire last throughout the night.
Yeah, no check required. No bother. You go around collecting some twigs and such. It's still early in the morning, so you got plenty of time for it. I say early in the morning. It's like mid-afternoon, but you know what I mean. Anybody else or anything else?
I'd like to start reading this book.
Forgot about that book.
Didn't I pick up a book in the library as well? Because I bought Volos, but I also bought another book now. Like, Enchantment 1 or 2?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have it on my sheet.
Yeah, I will need to. I'll check it back. I think you got something like that, though. Yeah.
I would be spending my time reading that.
QQQ. Then, as 2 people sit down to read, all scholarly, 1 person goes out to find some twigs. 2 head out to find food as 1 makes their way to the river and the other starts collecting up whatever they can find. Brutus, you do find a few fruits that resemble mangoes and oranges, very citrus fruits. I believe mango is a citrus fruit, I could be wrong. But
I think so, but sure.
there are a few, and you do like peel them and crack them open and sniff them, you know. Give it a little lick in certain places, and it seems alright. Doesn't seem to burn, not too acidic. Rather sweet. The flesh, however, I will say, the inner flesh, there isn't as much as you'd think. These are uncultivated and wild variants, so they haven't been bred into being
kind of like
fleshy.
original watermelons.
Yeah, like original watermelons and like wild pomegranates. There's a lot more skin and a lot less flesh because, you know, humans haven't went, now kiss. Hey, hi, so this is probably a good time to go ahead and put a pause on it, take a break, do whatever we need to do. We're going to go through some quick adverts real quick, and then we'll get right back to the game at hand. First and foremost, we are still available on Patreon and Coffee. Links are above, name is above here. There's now a ton of maps for different AD&D modules, some Dragonlance stuff in there as well, and some stuff that I've actually used in games as well. So go ahead, take a little look. You can support me on there if you wish. You can just subscribe here. Dealer's choice, either way. It's got stuff on it now. Now we are still partnered with the guys over at Adventuron. Yes, we are with them. Community of now over 1,000 members who are here playing D&D. Be that Play by Post, Foundry, Roll20, Owlbear. It's there, ready to play. Plenty of DMs, even more players. Open welcome community. Links below and also on screen. Enjoy. When there's a go live time, this is when games will go live here on YouTube and you'll be able to see them. So that is, firstly in the Europeans, 8 PM CEST, 7 PM GMT. In the States, that's 2 PM EST, 1 PM CST, and 11 AM PST. On Mondays we head up to the frigid north of the Sword Coast once more to Icewind Dale to face the rime of the Frostmaiden. On Tuesdays we trade the frost with the tropics as we head down to Chult for Tomb of Annihilation to stop the death curse. On Thursdays we keep things eldritch with Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the 1-20 game where I even bring in new dungeon masters to run it with me as a player. Things are getting weird now. Keeping us firmly in the northern part of the Sword Coast, every second Saturday DM King takes me and a bunch of mates through the lost mine of Phandelver where we try to find the obelisks and what lies below. Now things get real fun in 2025 because on Saturdays or Fridays, depending upon where you are, we have Dungeon of the Mad Mage. On a Friday it will be 5 PM PST, 7 PM CST and 8 PM EST. However, on a Saturday, 1 AM GMT, 2 AM CEST and 9 AM Hong Kong Standard Time because we have players there. And as a spicy extra bonus, Dungeon of the Mad Mage will go weekly, no more time between Every weekend, unless something comes up, you will be treated to a Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Now, I managed to stay in all of my clothes the whole time, so without further ado, let's get back to the game.
I'm gonna Brutus is gonna double check with the our guide to see, hey, any type of deadly plant, but otherwise we'll keep a hold of them
That
for
one there
ration
that you seem to
purposes.
be giving cunnilingus to is very poisonous. Shall I dig your grave now or later?
Wait until I keel it over.
I'm not gonna be digging for you.
This one has a sense of humor. I like him more.
If I die, just toss me in the river.
Will save me pay on a ceremony, so I'll make sure to do that. Thank you.
Most of the fruits are fine. It's the fungus you want to watch out for.
Ah,
I thought I would be a fun guy.
Does that other one ever shut the fuck up?
Brutus is slowly loading his heavy crossbow while looking at Amber.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I get paid to talk, okay?
Someone should shut up, right?
5 gold and I'll do so.
How the fuck can she hear me?
What can I say? I'm very perceptive. I say with a passive perception of 10.
I'm looking for her sheet and it's open on the other monitor.
Out of curiosity, how much ration are these wild mangoes worth?
I'd say about 3 of them makes a ration, but you've selected enough, you've found enough of these wild mangoes and like oranges that everybody's stale hardtack bread ration is going to come with a side of compote. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I could be
works for
wrong.
me.
But as Azuri, as you are out there doing your fishing, just roll a D100. You spent about an hour out here fishing. Well, I don't know whether or not you've got a rudimentary fishing pole with like a big stick and some rope and a thing, or professional fly fishing gear. But, or even a spear for all I know, but
It's more like a made spear.
as you are standing there on the river this entire time, watching, hand up, spear, looking. As you are standing, watching and waiting. Every now and then, people just kind of walking by like the bank, and like some of them stop and look at you up and down and look at each other. There's a few hushed tones. Has she moved at all? As you're just hyper focused. Then you're gonna bring it down at one point, gonna like pull it back up. It is not a fish. It's what looks like a small purse, small coin purse. It seems to have been rushing down the river, but not a fish.
Thought you said a small person.
Just a whole halfling been speared. Is that nope?
She takes it. And then, with no fish, he makes his way back to the camp and will. She'll probably give the coin purse to Itchy. Itchivith. Say, I found this in the river.
And what's inside?
No?
Well, might be best to take a look before just putting it in my backpack. I'll investigate it.
Yep. As you open it up, you find inside a singular gold ring, and with it a piece of paper. The paper is basically mulched mush. You put a finger in to see, and it basically just falls apart and away from itself like wet toilet paper. The bag itself smells a little fishy. It has been in the water for quite some time, clearly. And the ring itself is still quite alright. It's weathered and there are scratches around it in places, but the inside of the ring seems almost polished to a mirror finish. The person who had this ring on wore it basically all the time. Until they weren't.
Would I be able to cast mending on the piece of paper?
I think so. I believe so, yeah.
Oh, there you go. And I'll keep casting mending until I fix it.
Let's see.
In the hopes that whatever was written on it will be legible. I don't know if it can repair that type of damage as well.
Yeah. See, after about a minute, as it kind of brings it all back together, and you're able to take it out and keep it mended and like dry it out by the fire. I'd say it probably takes about an hour or so. But you are then able to read the writing on the paper. And it just says 2 words. I'm sorry. Written in rather crude handwriting.
Why do I feel like this ring is 100% cursed?
Well, we could put it on to see.
Put it on, put it on, put it on. Do it, do it, do it.
Peer pressure.
Does it look like some type of wedding ring? Or...
Yes. Pretty much looks like a wedding ring, yeah.
So it was probably of someone. It probably belonged to someone who died.
It belonged to someone, clearly.
Aziri will whisper to you. Don't show Huro. He's looking for his loved one. Maybe it's from her.
I doubt his loved one would be all the way over here. But
He said she was last night.
well, I can ask, I suppose.
He said she came all the way from Athkatla.
Athkatla. Sure. I'll present the ring and the note to the rest of the party in case anyone would recognize it or know what to do with it.
Would I check out the handwriting?
Yeah.
It's yours.
Dun dun dun! Welcome to your storyline, Amnesia.
No, not again!
What do you mean again?
I don't remember!
The notes, as you read it, you can see how the writing's written. You're used to this, mainly because you do kind of write like that yourself. The person that wrote this can tell they didn't exactly have a decent education. And so, being able to write was not very high on the list of skills that this person would have needed. It'd be I will say lower class, like, you know, a farmer or serf, for lack of better terminology.
The gold ring. Is it sized for a man or a woman? Or sort of male or female?
I would say it's size for a man.
Could I Arcana check the ring?
Yeah. That there is a ring.
Could have happened to me, yeah.
It's gold, if that helps.
I try to rub all my two brain cells together, but I'm struggling.
Is it edible?
You can try.
If you're a Zorn, then probably.
Crunch, crunch.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
Oh, Zorns are great.
Treasure eaters. Their new art looks fucking...
It does. It makes them look scarier. There you go, Ruby.
Huh? Where? Oh, there. Nope. Oh, that's adorable.
I keep forgetting that in Dungeon of the Mad Mage, there's just one token, one random enemy called Big Zorn, and all it is this a large creature.
It reminds me of like that Lego franchise with like the rock eaters or whatever they're called.
Bionicle?
Fucking...
No.
No, he's talking
No,
about...
Bionicle I know much better than that.
Power miners, I believe.
Yeah, possibly.
Doing anything else, everybody?
Yeah, it's power miners.
Because you say the handwriting is from somebody that hadn't had an education, but I don't recognize the specific, like I've seen it before.
Here's what I'll say for certain. The writing on this screams poor. The writing of the person you're looking for screams aristocracy.
Okay.
Is it in the common language or is it in a different language?
Tis in the common language.
Okay.
Many languages are common though.
I will stab you. I will find you and I will actively stab you.
Here in Chult, probably Chulton is the most common.
Welcome to London. We're gonna get stabbed.
What postcode do you represent? I'll assume that you're doing
He's
nothing
not.
else with it because you're struggling to form sentences.
Yes. No, I can't. It's not. It doesn't seem very magical, so it doesn't seem like somebody I'm looking for. So I'm not longer interested.
Then she.
Do you want it, Vok? Itchy?
I suppose we can sell it. I'll be sure to give you the whatever it's worth when we do, and I'll just put it in my backpack alongside the note. Could you add if it's something, or should I just add it myself?
Just add it yourself. It's
Okay, then it goes.
if there was to be anything for it, I believe higher than a 5 or a other spell would do it. But I've written down here, and I'll remember who it's on because I will color code my notes because you know.
Surely. God, there's a joke to be made there.
Colors just make them stand out more.
Yeah, sure.
I'll start
Yep.
readying the fire so that, like, during the night, if needs to, it's easy to light type thing. We need it.
As you steady the night, start the fire and get everything ready and steadied. What we'll do is we will. I say we will, since it's gonna be a safe night tonight. I'll push the button for you all to give you all a long, nice, peaceful long rest.
What's the first?
Well, we're only really just off a long rest. So, here's the good news. He's awake at midnight.
Oh, nice. Fully rested. Or
Fully rested, yeah.
that's even better.
Well, then I'll pop off the long rest.
I already popped it up. I got a button for it in the tokens where I can do that for you. What part of I've already done it for you do you find hard to comprehend, Fox?
The part where you're supposed to listen to what you're saying.
Oh, the whole point of the game.
I just saw all of the characters do it, so I was like, well, I guess I'll also do it. But then I saw it was your name underneath.
I said I have a button for it and everything, and the man's just like, can't wait to click off this long rest. Oh, I'm so ready for it.
Pressing buttons is fun. What do you mean?
It's my
You're
buttons.
being
I
a
want to use my
hater.
buttons.
I'm hushing up my
Give me
buttons,
my-
babe. Uh-huh.
Gives you the right over my buttons button.
But, he's awake at midnight. The chirping twitters of the forest go on.
I think it's called X now.
What?
What?
Ruby,
I
who are
think
you
it's
to
called
start
X now.
fucking-
Oh,
Bad
Dinosaur
joke.
Jungle's nighttime, even better. It has dinosaurs. As he's all awake to the darkness, you see the fire giving little light, and then out in all other directions, darkness. Your guide looks at you. So, do you wish to dilly-dally or get a cracking move?
I say we move.
Yeah, Clive will don his armor and start to wait for the others to prep.
Yeah, Bruce is gonna pack up his stuff and have his heavy crossbow out and ready. Ready to move.
You say that so manly.
Then, would you like to brave the night, or do you need someone else to do this for you?
I think we can brave night. I don't think any of us has much trouble seeing the dark, as far as
Raise your hand if you can see in the dark.
Do you let
So
her do
how
all
do
the
you know?
talking for
How
you?
do you know we're Asimars?
Well, I've seen you. I actually know the map was light. Never mind. Well, you're actively looking at me right now while it's dark outside, so...
Very
fire.
human, and then
Can you
Ortasha's
smell?
custom lineage, and then you take dark vision.
I'm just guessing. Here.
Bruce, like I said, Bruce just says, "Who can see in the dark? Raise your hand."
If
Bruce
Russ
raises
will
his.
raise his hand.
I mean, technically yes, but with a fucking passive perception of -2.
The only person that
Really
gives
well
Aasimar right now is technically Icarith.
Aziri can all like pick up a branch and sort of like light it on the fire.
So Aziri is.
How can
lighting
you
a
not
torch.
see in the dark?
This makes it easier, of course.
Fair enough.
Then,
Anyways, it seems most of us can see in the dark.
then it's as they look at you. Then, as they take a step back and gesture forth. Whoever is taking lead, please take lead. But also, are you still following the river, or are you going denser and deeper?
Personally, I prefer to move south and follow the river. If I can see the map.
I'm bringing the
Waiting
map
for it
up
to
just
load.
now.
Waiting for the map to load.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've been staring at this
Don't
map
know.
the entire time and just thought I put yous on it, and it wasn't until I looked over and realised I hadn't.
But you can be.
I think following the river is the best course of action, so that there is less likelihood of getting lost.
So yeah, we're trying to get to Mesro, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I'd say following the river is a good idea.
Following the river till it bends west, and then we
So then
try to cross
this
it towards
space,
Mesro.
I'm assuming.
Out of curiosity, what does the yellow mean?
fuck around and find out is what it means.
I'd say thicker forest.
Fair enough.
That's shoot.
The moment you cross that boundary,
Looks like
piss
mustard gas.
I've accidentally
German.
made mustard gas. Trust me, it is surprisingly easy.
Very.
How do you make mustard gas?
I was trying to clean a white shirt that I got a turmeric stain on, and I read on a website that if you mix vinegar and bleach and scrub, it makes it really brightens up the white. And so I proceeded to empty my sink and add a little bit of bleach to the shirt and put some vinegar and start scrubbing. 5 minutes later, I brought my head up, looked at my girlfriend, and said, "It really hurts to breathe right now." Googled it an hour later. I had created mustard gas in my sink to clean my shirt.
Good job.
Did
How's
it
the
work?
shirt?
Yeah, it works. It's the worst part.
Okay, so just do it with the dishes with the gas mask.
So, like, the temptation the next time I need to clean a shit ton of white stuff, to like, put a cap full of vinegar and a squeeze of bleach in the washing machine and turn it on for a quick 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
Whoever is up in front, please make a survival check.
Nobody else will.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
I was going to say that's Aziri probably walking in front, but
Depends
we
where
already
the
discussed the
snake
marching
is.
order, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there was a marching order, and it was like, "Oh, this lady is scary. I'm gonna run away."
Sure, you can believe it's scary.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, now I realise I'm gonna... Cool, this is where shit gets fun on this map for me. I have 2 maps. Don't question it. So... Gotta remove the fishing, right? Yeah. Sweet, so... You guys are currently... It's got to do a 1-to-1 check, that's all. Gotta remember. So... You guys are moving forth. Following the river. After about 5 minutes as Amber goes to walk on, the guide places a hand on her head. Do you really think she's the best? She's taking you back to Port Nyanzaru. Is there nobody more qualified than this one?
probably yes.
I mean, you're welcome to take a crack at it.
She looks at you and draws a sneer.
That wasn't sarcasm.
She, follow me. You start to move forward through the river. Bang, it takes about a good 5 minutes or so to pass through the river. And as you
Oh, sorry.
are, it's a pretty thick river, buddy.
Yeah, but weren't we just gonna follow it instead of crossing it?
Look at that map and tell me that you don't need to cross that river at some point.
At some point, yeah, but right now we are
Sooner
at the
rather
delta,
than later.
so yeah.
Sooner rather than later, buddy.
I'm not sure about that actually.
You put her in charge.
Yeah, you guys voted for her.
You
That's fair
literally
enough.
said, on you go. And she is the native to Chulp. Aum.
Mm-hmm.
A wee moe, a wee moe, a wee moe.
Away, mow it. Down, down, by the river.
Who does have the map we have?
I believe Amber had it, but I would just say it's quantum. Everybody and nobody has it at the same time.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was either
probably,
me.
I think Amber was probably holding the back upside down again.
Yeah.
Oh god. Is there a coffee stain on this map too?
Not just one.
Oh god.
As you are heading through. Oh, that's just cursed. Oh, that is. I didn't want to see that, but I've seen that now. Yeah. As she starts to move forward with you. And she does. She places her hands up in the middle of the river. We have a small problem. Almost insignificant, but we have a problem.
What would the problem be?
You listen carefully. You hear the chirps and roars. You hear this sound that you've never heard before. This almost ticking and clicking and foul creature. Eyes afoot.
See?
A tiefling?
Well,
I'm sorry, what?
tiefling.
I'm sorry,
I'm
what?
joking, but that was out of character.
No, it's in character.
You can go worse than a tiefling.
You didn't say so.
She points on over. She gets down low and you can see this creature. The shape seems to be round and it goes down in a diagonal round. It's almost rock-like. You can see it. If we're not careful, it could become dinner. I refuse to become dinner to this creature. You watch as it
Creature?
starts to make its way down the river, and you watch it in and start swimming, and you see this almost moving rocks before it seems to come to a stop. These are all waist high in this water that's running. It's difficult terrain. As she looks at you. We're going to have to pass by it. Let's try not to fucking die. And as every time she says this and stops, the head turns and turns until the word die is uttered. And she is just drawing straight daggers at Ember. She is just eyes locked. Like, she couldn't mean anybody else if she tried.
Why not just fucking tell us what the creature is? What is so mysterious? Do you want to know how I got these scars?
This
But
is Aldani.
What?
Cursed folk, native to the Chiltern landscape. Cursed by Ubato. Believe me, at least two of yous could be considered a bride. Let's try to sneak past.
A dried as in the Fae?
Bride. As in, let's
bride.
consummate this marriage, big boy.
Hey.
Okay. So,
I volunteer
I'm
Brutus as
assuming-
tribute.
Oh, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, you don't pay me enough to sacrifice my own life.
I'm gonna request a stealth check from everybody as we are passing through this river. Wow, really? Wow, okay, wow.
Can I guidance myself?
I'm gonna play a game called Fuck Around and Find Out.
Not 20.
23.
I will for sure guidance then.
Wanna go ahead and just
What are the components to guidance?
yeah, you want? I'd say you want to go ahead and roll with disadvantage, but that's a 5.
You can always roll lower.
Tom, you okay there? You rolled twice.
I think I double clicked.
Ah,
There's a slight pause as I clicked on it.
that's right. So, in order, we got an 11, a 23, a 13, a 21, a 7, and a 7. And I'm just missing Uno.
Phantom of the Opera.
Mr. DM, wouldn't a net 20 count as a double success?
I'm just taking the numbers right now
Okay.
and making sure I got everybody, which clearly the answer to that was no. Let's use our there. These all start moving through the water very slowly, and as you Box start doing your fucking gang signs and saying stuff, and she kind of turns around and looks at you, and as she does, you can see her eyes are wide with terror. Are you dropped as a child? Proceeds to move on again slowly. She picks up the pace a little though to try and distance herself from you a little. You notice the perceptive ones of you. Claymore, however, is still trying his hardest to find where to put his footing, but slow and steady wins the race, you know. 13 as well, but eventually you get across the river. Oop. And the first 10 hours or so passes as you get into this more lush area once more. Pass by the river. Eventually you start to see more of these creatures, but they seem to cling to shadows and don't seem to notice you very well. You now get a good look at them, however. Ladies and gentlemen, 3, 2, 1, Nightmare Fuel.
Oh. It's like if a man put on a
It's like
crustacean
Urgot
outfit.
from League of Legends.
It's literal
It's a furry.
lobster folk.
That's so much
How
more.
big are they?
That's the medium creature.
Weren't we planning on moving to this square? X.
What the fuck is that thing?
That would have you in the river.
And there's little bits of land right next to it.
You see how when you put someone else that isn't a player character in the driver's seat, and you tell them to do the thing, and they do the thing that they need to do?
Yeah.
This
You guys hired her.
This is called the consequences of your actions. Repeat after me. The consequences of my actions.
My captain, my cat.
Of my consequences.
You have said you wish to go this way.
Okay.
You've said you wish to go this way. Amber rolled low enough and then rolled a 6 on the d6, which would take her back the way yous came. Twice that has happened. Twice this guide has stopped that from happening. You've then put the guide in the role of the person leading the party, so now she is leading the party. If you wish to lead the party, say so. Otherwise,
How did it happen twice?
because Tom initially rolled lower than the DC, I then asked Tom to roll a d6, and Tom rolled a 6. This grid is set up in such a way that there's 6 around anywhere you go.
I get it. I thought Amber did it twice.
No, I just said use in general, as like both of yous here. Like, use the group collectively. So, these are now in this beautiful lush area as day breaks. And as she looks, I'm going to play a lot with this music, clearly. She looks at his Mesro, it's to the south. East. Your tongue is uncommon to me. Would you like me to take up the second leg of your journey? Or do you feel someone is more qualified? Bearing in mind, if you say the tiefling gestures towards Amber, I would have to second guess your motives.
You
I love it.
will guide us towards Mesro with the safest, shortest route possible?
I could guide you toward Mesro. I'm asking if you would like me to.
Yes, we would like you to.
Yes, please.
Could you please guide us to Mesro?
Crane would
With the
like to point
safest-
towards the river.
Short route that you can.
Gark, you were trying to say?
Crane would like to point to the river and sign "We follow river?" Question mark.
What did this one say?
Avoid getting lost.
He's asking to potentially follow the river so we don't get lost.
How do you know that?
I know sign language.
I think all of us do.
Like I said, it was one of those things. Everybody saw it was an option and went, "Fuck yeah!"
Fuck yeah! Hey,
If you wish to follow the river, I guarantee it's nowhere near as straightforward as you think. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's snakes and wines. But if you wish for me to follow the river, I will.
Well, we were thinking that it could provide some.
I put no
comfort.
stock in your opinions. I will say that now.
Very fair. I will shut up.
The safest, shortest route. And then we
Yeah.
will trust you to guide us that way.
Arguably, following the river
I
is
mean,
not the
trust
shortest
me.
route, but you know what? She watches like gets in her bag, like pulls out like a little camping chair and sits. I will let you discuss the quickest route or following the river. The not quickest route.
I vote quickest.
The
Fastest
fastest
river.
route, as we said.
Can I message Brutus? I now pay you to speak for me, because this bitch doesn't like me.
Brutus is gonna mumble back, I wonder why. And then how do I pronounce their name again?
Salida, I believe.
Salida?
I want to make sure I've written it right as well, because for the longest time I was calling her Salada, which is just Spanish for salad.
And I think in the first session you called her Hilda.
That was her lying to you, Vox. She is a Yuan T. When they say the letter S, they hang on it just a little longer. Just a little longer.
I don't like the snakes.
Whereas the name Hilda, Helga, Halda has no S's. You may have noticed that I initially refused to use words with the letter S and picked my words carefully during the first session, as to not to give away the fact she was a Yuan T.
I mean, the forehead gave it away.
5 head, you mean?
See,
But to our guide, yeah, could you please lead us to Mesro as quickly as safely as you can?
I can do one or I can do the other. Cannot do both.
What is the difference in duration of the trip between the safest and the fastest route?
Safest 40 miles. As in, you add 40 miles.
In terms of fastest.
Well, you lose
Minus
40 miles.
Fair enough.
It's between
Clive will
100.
sign river.
It's between 100 and 150 from where we are based on your map. If we go down the river and across, it is closer to 200. Where if we go, it just draws a line directly from roughly where you are to Mesro. If we go this way, you save yourself 40 miles. Or in other words, you save yourself 40 days.
Yeah. Might be a little bit more dangerous, but yeah, we were able to take down that Gorillion with, looks at Amber, minimal
Wait, hold
losses.
on. 40 miles is 40 days. Are you sure it's not 4 days?
Sorry, you're right. It's 140 miles, which is 14 days. 140 miles from where we are here. So you 140 this way. My numbers are off. And 180 going down the river and then across. So you save 4 days, which is 40 miles, sorry. So yeah, you save 4 days.
Clive will sign river. He thinks it's worth the 4 days for a saver. Bear in mind, that monkey was one monkey.
They're saying the river is even longer than both.
Yeah, longer, but the monkey was in the jungle, right? Was one monkey. Didn't even get an ambush. Fucking beat the shit out of Amber. Almost beat the shit out of you as well. If you go directly through the forest, I'm imagining what kind of...
close to the river. We were over here, next to the river.
Yeah, I still think we should go down the quick route.
Yeah, I vote the fast route.
Use the
Aziri, what
raise
do you think?
hand. Use the raise hand if you wish to go the fast route. Keep your hand down if you wish to go the safe route. Ziri, what do you think?
Ziri's not listening to them. She doesn't care.
Ifrit will
Just this-
specifically ask Aziri.
You hired her. She's not trustworthy.
So you would prefer the safe route?
Define safe.
There's
I mean,
nothing
I
really
don't know-
safe.
Are we on a timescale? I don't know. I mean, I'm not the best mathematician, but how many days did she say it's going to take us?
14 or 18?
How many days rations do you have?
Not 14.
Right. Why didn't she tell us that earlier? Before we left the city?
I specifically gave you more time to go shopping in the city. You, friend, points again towards Amber, said you want to leave immediately and you all agreed. I gave you time to do whatever you wished. You chose to get a head start. Don't blame me for your shortcomings.
So we should take the fast route then, to avoid further complications.
Hey, it's a unanimous vote. It seems like that way.
And she packs up the little stool once more and puts her hands together.
Is she chair lady?
That's a deep cut.
So just so you know, out of character, because Aziri wouldn't mention this, if we lose in air quotes or are lost in air quotes, it's a lot easier to follow a river back than it is to try and go through the jungle.
I think Clive already said that part out loud. Well, out quiet, I suppose.
Out hand.
I suspect that half of the people weren't listening to you, but there we go.
Sorry, I heard what you said. I just disagree.
Ichthyreth will change his mind to align with the two people he knows best.
Because our navigating rolls have gone
Push
really well
over.
so far.
Well, it was already voted on the fastest. Let's not go back and forth now.
Yeah.
We made our choices, and we will lie in the graves we dig.
And it's use. Take a step towards the quickest. I actually downloaded the map on this one, is it? Specifically, so it's saying specifically this way, down through the.
Would you like me to draw it real quick?
Could you please draw it through the hexes for me with like the pen tool? That would be much appreciated.
If you could. Oh, I'm not even allowed to draw.
You should be allowed to
Never
draw.
mind.
You know what? You do the thing, and I will draw. Oh, you know what it is? Your drawings aren't being seen because of the fog of war. That's what it is. So it's so if someone draws the line, and I will color the line so that way I can see it regardless for you. So draw the line from where you are to measure using your ruler.
Using sure, mark it 7 inches.
Oh, wait.
Drag it straight down towards measure through the ruler. Don't worry, it's going to draw 140.
Looking at people.
Perfect, thank you. Whoever red is, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I noticed people had issues with basic commands. Let me know when you drew it.
I mean, I was doing it initially.
So I've drawn it, and I will also put it here in the notes channel for you as well, so that way you can see that the line is 1-to-1. And I'm on the ruler tool. Let's use move down a day. This technically puts us on the river. Nice. And I don't think this roll table has anything to it for this, but just to be safe, we will double check. That's a discovery. You guys ain't discovered nothing bar the love and friendship of each other, right? Right?
Loving friendship?
Yummy.
Deep-seated hatred towards SMR.
Why?
As you are walking down the river, taking your time to enjoy things, lovingly, caringly, bickering with each other as the guide just kind of tries to tune you out, sings their own little song in a language that you don't speak. Who here has a passive perception higher than 12?
Negative.
I think I'd like.
Damn! I'm just under.
Just for clarity, do you mean higher than 12 or
12 or higher?
Or higher? Well, I don't do either, but
BC 12.
just for clarity.
I'm gonna choke you out, Vox. I'm gonna choke you out.
Kinky.
Hurrell does, however, as you are.
Only person.
Yeah, so walking down and through. Guys, has anybody noticed the rather large birds in the sky?
The what? And
Or
Bruce.
hunting?
As you look, you can see seagulls and such. But then you see these huge, in comparison, creatures. The wings spread out, and the body extremely long as well. You can see they seem to have spears or something in their hands. As they take a look around. They don't seem to approach us. They are watching.
Can I... I would like to roll something to see if I can recognize what they are.
Oh, could I use my action to check the book?
Out of character, I suspect Arakokra, but I have no idea. And then secondly, I would also want to maybe insight check them to see if they appear hostile.
You can make an intelligence-based check on the creatures, whichever check you believe to be best.
History?
You believe that to be best? I'll give you an answer based off of that.
Or is it nature? Okay, well. If they're carrying spears, then it's probably some type of humanoid. So I will go with history. And then, should I also immediately roll for insight to see if they're hostile?
You can roll for insight with disadvantage, because you have no idea what these creatures are.
Does the book tell me anything?
Does not know.
Disadvantage is control, right?
Yes. They're keeping their distance. Their intention's unclear. You do see a lot of hand signals now that you catch a glimpse. The wings are out, there is a long bit, and then you see hands moving, almost like its own form of sign language, kind of pointing off in different directions. I will say, even though it's only a 2, you're still familiar enough with sign language to know that these creatures are speaking a form of a sign language.
Clive will just keep pressing on. He probably doesn't notice the birds anyway.
But as your night comes through once more, walking past all the water, down close to the riverbanks, and you camp on up for the night. Sadly, with Pepsi gone. Pepsi gone, matters not. So, I suppose if you need to, for whatever reason, take a long rest. If you haven't knocked anything off or have no need to, worry not. In that case, then, just say so. I don't think anybody's actually cast a spell or used a feature once.
Nope.
Is it the same ruling as with Eve of Ruin, where if we don't say it actively, we take a long rest, and you count it as we don't take a long rest?
I'm saying here for this one, yes, but I'm saying in this regard here, I'm assuming you are taking a long rest. So I'm already making the assumption that you are. It's just more so if you need to prep spells or such as part of that long rest because you're paladin. Or if you've used any features, which I don't think you have.
Gotcha.
Actually, this allows me to swap spells.
This is more so for our prepper types than anything else at this moment in time, because nobody's done nothing.
Yep.
And ration use.
Ration use, yeah. That is an important one. I forgot to knock that off for Hurrell.
As usual, during a long rest, I do this here. And this time, wait, actually, does Amber have inspiration from last session?
Technically.
Oh.
Okay. Does the inspiration from the musician feat last until used, or only for one day?
Vox, I'm going to ask you a very particular question here. Do you still have Seagull?
Yeah, because we haven't eaten. So yeah, the 3 seagulls.
But you should have eaten last long rest. You should have already clicked off a ration for last long rest.
Oh no, but then we ate them last last long rest, because last long rest I asked whether we would eat, and then you said we didn't. Because we had already before. So I assumed that we didn't. Because
So long rest 1 we should have eaten. Then long rest. Technically, anytime I say we're taking a long rest, you should smack off a ration.
It's out of the. So it would be at 7.
I ask about your seagulls because it turns out.
They explode after 24 hours.
No, it turns out Hurrell has no rations.
Why the fuck does Hurl have no
My fucking
rations?
god.
How did that happen? Because everybody starts with rations now.
Not if they didn't buy them.
Or come with their background. Oh shit!
Oh.
Fuck me in the ass and call me Susie.
Okay.
I don't...
Are
Are you gonna explain that remark?
I meant to click something. Congratulations, guys! Giving fucking inspiration is absolutely useless because Quinn forgot to say that they too took the musician feat.
which means that 4 of us every long rest, or every rest generally. It's also short rest. Yeah, every short rest or long rest, every 4 people get inspiration.
So yeah,
I'd share one of my rations with Corel.
thank you. I will get this figured out.
Are they
Well,
tucked away in
it's
one of their?
One of their
Yeah.
2
Bags.
chests? No. Fine clothes, ink, pen, lamp, oil, paper, perfume, wax, and soap. Then in another chest. Crowbar, hammer, mirror, symbol, holy symbol, holy water, manacles, oil, tinderbox, torch, and steak.
You should check if they're packs. Like, because that
They
sounds
don't.
exactly
They
like
don't have
packs.
packs.
No, but it sounds exactly like a pack. If that isn't supposed to
Not-
have rations in it, didn't
Not all of them do.
Not all of them do. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Not
So
all of them do.
Yar. They will thank you for the ration there. But they will be like, thank you. And they have really nothing else that they could give, so I suppose you will find yourself the lucky benefactor of some bardic inspirations, I suppose.
That lasts for 10 minutes. Thank you.
In combat, they'll pick you first.
Oh. No, we're a fucking team. I'll feed the people that need it.
During the long rest, did we have time to sort of do similar to what we did last time, which is a bit of scavenging around
Yeah.
the area, like scouting it out, looking for stuff?
This time, Clive would like to help, I suppose, Aziri. He'll leave the buck for short rests, but he reckons that we need food.
Is there any signs to you? What can you see?
He can mimic animal noises and then lure them towards our location. And he will produce.
She gestures. Go on then. Let's hear
He
it.
will produce. Oh, I assume that would be a pretty good impression of a bird or the likes, of a frail animal that is wanting sex.
Well, go on, give us that impression then.
Am I allowed to mute my microphone for
There
that?
we go, there's the impression we were looking for. A weak animal looking for sex. Joking. At least someone took pity on me, God. Yeah, I would say if you're doing that, it's a decent enough impression. Yeah. Are you looking to hunt? Are you looking to hunt game or woodland specifically? Are we hunting big or small?
Probably be birds, wouldn't it? If he's sex-starved, frail bird.
Well, it was either sex-starved bird or weak prey. That's why I said frail animal. That's like dying to lure
You
in
said
bigger game.
sex-starved, frail bird. So I'm assuming that we're hunting birds.
Because out of character, I assumed if I were to lure in like a big predator, you'd beat the fuck out of me when I'm in London.
But you're going to be attracting birds that are interested in something else.
Am I allowed to retcon my bird noises?
I've already posted a GIF, man. It's too late. It's too late. I posted a GIF of the bird that says "Let me smash."
Sorry, I don't see a GIF.
Ah, it's okay. The log will show that you deleted the GIF anyway, as will the recording, so it's fine.
Fuck, I cannot. Alright, well, little too late. But I'd like to give Aziri the help action for scavenging or whatnot.
Out of curiosity, did anyone else, for last long rest, use or eat one of the seagulls?
Probably Huriel, if she didn't have any food.
Okay, so then I've eaten one last long rest and one this one, and then Huriel one last long rest. And then it makes sense. Then all three are used up now.
Okay. I'll also knock off a ration for Brutus.
So it put me at 7 as well, because we've had 3 long rests. Correct?
Yeah, we're on 3 long rests. But as we start to do our hunt, shall we say? So we moved just to do my numbers here. We moved 10, and then let's go do my thing here.
Maybe.
Day 3, there we go. So day 2, day 3. If you wish to make a survival check, Tom, with advantage.
It'd be more likely to be dinosaur. They're related.
Fuck it.
I think they're scared off by the strange calls. There are no horny birds around.
Or horny dinosaurs.
Or horny dinosaurs, yeah.
If it were a horny dinosaur, we'd all be in trouble.
You get the little ones.
That's still a lot of trouble if you think about it. Think of the teeth and the claws. As you make these noises, and as you stand there watching, waiting, and then you realise, hey, they're actively avoiding everywhere I go. It's just everyone, you hear that of like this almost dying bird call coming from your friend.
Aziri will sign to Clive. Is this bird you're doing from here?
It'll sign back. Oh, I don't know what birds sound like. This is just a guess.
Well, good try, I suppose, as you'll say.
Sound of a dying pigeon.
Yeah, but he'll shut up and you'll see.
Then she'll say, did you pick up that book about birds? Maybe they could tell you how to sound like one.
Oh! No, I didn't. Did I? I forgot.
Don't think so.
Shit. He'll stomp his shoulders and he'll sound sorry, and I'll just shut up.
I'll say in your troubled time, you do find in the end an abandoned nest with 4 eggs, 3 of which have clearly been destroyed by some prey-like creature, but one final egg remains.
You found a single pigeon egg.
I didn't say pigeon.
Guys, this is gonna last us. This is gonna last us the winter.
If we ration it out carefully.
Yeah.
I'll give the egg to Gark and say maybe it's a dinosaur egg.
Oh. Does I don't know what that noise was. I'm sorry. Would he at all? How big is the egg? First of all,
I'd say about maybe as big as a quail egg.
that's fucking tiny. Yeah, yeah, maybe he'll keep it in his pocket. You never know; it might come in useful.
3 weeks from now, a fucking pigeon emerges from his pocket.
Yeah, it's the same as that one fancy chair in a bag of holding type deal.
I've got just the thing, egg.
Alright, well,
As
unfortunate.
Amber, you read the book, you don't find anything on the creature that you encountered. I think the lobster folk is technically in there, though. I think. I'll double check to be safe, since I'm such a nice person like that.
Aziri doesn't mention it, but that lobster folk, I think, was the rumor that Aziri heard in the well, related to it.
They're also not in Volo. Tom, you are... Yep. For everybody else, Icarus, you were looking for more sticks and shit, yeah?
This time I'll be hunting. More birds with Eldritch Blast.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That will never go wrong, surely.
Roll a survival check.
I'll give myself guidance first. I can't hunt without guidance.
And that not the same rolls as last time?
Yes, that is exactly the same as last time.
All the birds flying away from Gark's mating call fly straight over and right past at head height. Literally, so we can just go.
Straight into my Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
You're just firing at odds like down like the Hindenburg. You do manage to get a few not pigeons, parrots this time. It's just this endangered species because Icarus is hungry. So you get a few like green parrots and blue parrots, and I'd say you get like 4 parrots. You know, they come and go. Again, you're hunting with Eldritch Blast, which does the same type of damage as a Disintegrate spell.
Yes.
Yep.
Parrots. You do also get enough feathers to make a very nice hat.
To be fair, Eldritch Blast is a lot less damage than the Disintegrate spell. So,
I mean, it's still many times more than a parrot has.
should I add 4 extra rations to my inventory then?
Sure. Do you know what's not? I'm on D&D Beyond and I typed in parrot, and it's like, yes, you mean Aarakocra. And they're fucking eagles!
Not necessarily. I think there's different forms of them, isn't there?
I don't think so. Could be wrong. I don't necessarily like flying races. I tend to keep away from them. But yeah, you hunt the birds with your blinky. Eventually.
How many do I hit that just explode instead of...
I'd say like another 5. Like it's like
Okay.
boom, gone. Boo, hey, fluff.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind for next time.
Yeah.
Because I do actually have another hunting method.
As yous are doing all this beautiful, beautiful thing, eventually, the Yuan-Ti woman comes back. And you see she has between her fingers these tails. 4 tails that dang down a little bit into this almost bulbous looking creature. It seems to be split straight back through. As soon as she sits down and starts skinning this thing then and there as you watch the furs coming off. And she is watching as you are doing your things. And very expertly, very carefully skinning these creatures. Watching.
One of the birds, one of those parrots just explodes right next to her head.
We do not hunt something with more conventional means.
Next time.
You'd best hope there is a next time. They're making an awful lot of noise. And she starts to put these down and then just guts it real quick and just sits it by a fire to cook her own little fire some 40 foot away from yours. Is there anything else we wish to do with her night?
This is before the long rest, right?
Before a long rest.
I will put this here.
Alarm. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently this one is like 20 miles wide, but
Yep. And
I'll delete it from the map.
is it a? Well, we'll go to the actual map for it. Is it a audible or an inaudible alarm?
Well, if there's an animal that would come by and it's audible, then it would probably be scared and run off, while also alerting everyone instead of only myself, which sounds like it could be an advantage, except any potential threats further away might also hear it.
You know, you need to think very carefully about this one.
Yes, so I will actually ask my party members if it would be a good idea to make it audible. And I will also ask the big forehead woman.
Personally, I would use a string and a bell.
So audible. Okay.
But not deathly audible. Loud enough banging you'll attract anything.
Well, a bell would be more or less equally audible.
If you make it mental, for your own sake, even if you're asleep, you will immediately be woken, at which point you can scream at everybody to wake up, and everybody can make a lot of noise, and act like stupid, mindless, brainless animals. And that may scare off the creature, whichever it may be that lurks in the shadows.
That is a fair point also. Does anyone else have opinions?
I've been told to not speak, so...
I'm not asking for your opinion. He is. You can speak all you want in that regard.
Oh, well, then I suppose a thing that doesn't alert everybody, every hostile creature in the area would be a great idea. Just let yourself know, and then you can make the appropriate action without disturbing my rest, personally.
I'll be sure to flashbang your tent once more. If necessary. Yeah, then I'll make it a mental thing instead.
Yep, I'll place it on the map.
Okay.
Still a reminder of when Jalen placed it on the tent that everybody was sleeping in, and everybody kept waking them up whenever they went on their rest.
I suppose that's... Well, you can make it long and narrow. That's cool. I'll put it over here then.
It does particularly need to be a 20-foot cube, though. That's the only thing.
Oh. I don't understand really how this thing works, but I'll put it over here.
Yeah. You place it over there. Nice.
Before we sleep, Aziri will approach Amber and say, "Can I look at the map,
Well, sure, yeah.
please?" And then you sort of see her look at it, and you sort of see her furrow her brow, stick her tongue out, and then she says to you, "What does this say?" And she points to, going from memory, Scottish. There was something south of Mesro.
South of Mesro, coming right up. That's gone too far.
Did you know you can set it so we can just look at the map whenever we want?
I will say no, because I am not very smart, as you should know by now.
Yeah.
There should. In fact, did I not give you the handout for it where it could be?
You did, but it's a lot of effort.
Oh god.
No, there's a. If you go into the configure for the scene, there's a GM only. If you click show navigation, and then for everybody, we can click back and forth between whatever scene is active and the map you've given us.
Oh. Go navigation, all players. Like that.
There we go. New. That is DM actuals. I don't know if that's the right one.
Yeah, that's the right one.
Okay.
No, wait, no, it's not. That's
Then I'll stop loading it.
So I've got that one pinned, and I don't know why that one's pinned all the way back there.
You're lucky I clicked fast enough.
There we go. This one here is Chult to all players. And just checking, Tom, you mean the... Goodness gracious. A little... Ataz? Is that the one you're on about?
That's Muhaha.
Yeah, because it's laughing. That's why. Yeah. So she'll point to that and say, "What does this mean?" You can read stuff.
Well, that seems to be another place name. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I think it's just a weirdly named place. Can I roll a history?
Like a different symbol than Mesro.
Oh yeah, because well, Mesro is a city. I suppose that is a landmark of some sorts.
Good question. You want to roll a history check, you can. Muhahaha, that's a funny name. That's about it. It simply just states that it is a point of interest.
Yeah, so it's not tagged as it's not marked as a city. It's BOI.
Are there any more like that?
Well, I think Camp Righteous seems to be a similar point of interest. If you look around the map, there's also Ata's Kahala. So I suppose it's like a resting place, a camp, a POI of some sorts.
But back home, like the priest in the abbey, he knew how to sort of read stuff more than just like what we were taught. Can you not read this?
You mean like a different language, or read in what way? I can read a few languages. I can speak a few languages.
You don't know what this means.
Would I know what it means? I don't think so. Matthew?
No, I would say to what I also gather on these ones, these names are the name in Chilton. So the exact it's not a one-to-one translation. It's just the name for it, like how
Yeah,
Krakow is Krakow.
Yeah. How Den Haag and The Hague are two different names for the same thing. It seems like it's just the name of the place in its native tongue. As this map seems to be made in Chilton, so I don't really suppose I can read more than what I can give you. I don't know more languages than that. I would like to consult my book to see if anything is that can help me with this question.
Volos just gives information on monsters, sadly.
Then my book will be useless for this. I suppose maybe our guide can help us, as there seemed to be a loco from around here. If you dare to ask her, at least.
She is just sitting by her little fire, just
Menacingly.
cooking off these creatures that she had caught. Because one is taken off, like she puts it to the side to cool, and like puts up the other one and such. Just kind of sits and watching, like stoking the fire, just like doing literal camping things.
Sweetheart, you could ask to ask our guide if you want, but I know you're not a big fan of her, I suppose. Tom?
He's thinking.
Fucking killed her.
We'll come back to that. We'll wonder how much. I also know that Pepsi won't be joining us back. He has to call animal control.
What?
I will have to go at some point. because
It's
I gotta
for his
work
daughters.
it.
His daughters.
Yeah, pest control for his daughters, right?
Hey, dog. Gark, what time do you need to go at?
Preferably now, but I can stay up longer.
I mean, if you prefer to go out camp, we can call it an early session. Pick up
Yeah, but
next
isn't that
week.
well rounded?
What do you mean?
Would you need me? Would you need Clive?
For the potentiality of combat that could happen, and right now we are currently... Well, we're currently, at that point there, we're a 3-man. Tom's internet's probably died off, but God knows when he would come back. Pepsi will definitely not be coming back. And Quinn is asleep. I mean, we can easily call it here and pick up again now. That's not an issue for me.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I will see y'all.
So no, pause it. We'll call it a week and pick it up next time. Good or bad news? Good or bad news? I am, for the first time in 8 weeks, an early start. So I can start session an hour earlier because I finish at 5 as opposed to 7.
I probably can't because it falls right in line with my fucking dinner.
Well, you can join
I'm
late
on
then.
vacation, so I can start whenever.
That's true. I could join later, yeah.
Also, hopefully by then, we'll have the full party back.
Okay, well, thank you for running. And I'll see you Thursday.
He's not running.
Probably.
Thursday.